Well, good evening, Alcoa Nation. Welcome in. We're here in the first of two games tonight against the Oak Ridge Lady Wildcats. And they're coming in here on the Mystic Hardwood floor of David Marsh Court and Herman Thompson Gymnasium. We're in downtown Alcoa, yes, Flint County, City of Dreams. We're glad you guys could join us tonight. It's a pleasure to have Lee Carroll with me again. Of course, we've got
the stat man.
The stat man, Coltrane Towel.
And a special guest tonight.
Yeah,
back visiting.
Mr. Jerry Williams. Jerry, welcome in, my man.
Thank you.
Now, Jerry knows a little bit about these teams.
It could kick in and out, so just keep.
Okay, yeah.
You're very familiar with this Oak Ridge Lady Wildcat team.
I am. There's probably, I don't know, if there's 10 or 11 kids out there, I've coached 8 of them at some point or another, growing up in either middle school fall ball or AAU or something. So, this is a group that, they were runner-ups in the state as 7th graders. It's a senior-laden bunch. First of all, they were runner-ups as 7th graders. They won the state championship as 8th graders. But then this year is the first time that group's been all back together. You had one kid that transferred to Catholic. She's now back. You've had a couple of the key players, Jenna Johnson and Zayana Stewart, who missed time with ACL injuries. So that core group that was really, really dynamic in their middle school years is back together this year. They have pretty much just blitzed their district. I don't think they had a district game within 20 points. I mean, wow. they went undefeated, and so yeah, they're very talented. They're very, very aggressive. They will. You have to match their energy, or they'll run you out of the gym.
Well, tell us, our Alcoa team, and the Lady T's are a physical basketball squad that hangs their hat on defending the basketball. But talk a little bit about Gwen Carroll. She's coming in here as a Miss Basketball. She's got a good chance as anybody.
If you look at the criteria for that award, absolutely. She's been rock solid, steady, consistent all year long. She's got the GPA, she's got the character, she's got the field goal percentage, she's got all those things. And, if you don't watch Alcoa a lot, you don't know, most of the Miss Basketball candidates, they're playing 28, 29, 30, 32 minutes a game.
Right.
And Gwen just doesn't do that. So, I think she's got a great chance. I've obviously been fortunate to be able to coach her since the 8th grade. And I love all my girls. I try not to use the word favorite when it comes to any of them, but man, do I like to watch her play the game.
What do we need to do against this Oak Ridge Lady Wildcat team to probably get us a W tonight, Jerry?
Take care of the basketball. Rebound.
Don't they press the whole time?
They press. It's kind of a 2-2-1, but it's more of a kind of a token press where they're really just trying to slow you down and maybe see if they can get you to make a stupid mistake. They don't put a lot of, they don't trap out of it very often or do any of that. They want to watch you. They want to watch you make a lazy pass and try to jump that passing lane.
What have you seen about some of the other members of this Alcoa Lady Tornado? We've got 2 strong seniors this year in Bella Dollar and Kara Pitts, who provide a lot of great leadership. You've seen their game for 4 years.
Me and Jerry was literally just talking about this.
Well, if you remember one of the telecasts that I was on here a while back, I mentioned with Kara Pitts, she's the there girl. She just always seems to be there,
right.
Like in the right spot at the right time. I haven't been to many Alcoa games lately. I try to bounce around and see all the girls, but I catch about all of them, watching and listening to you two. They've just, they've gotten better and better throughout the year, as we knew that they would. They're just, obviously, Hallie Bailey is a phenomenal point guard, whether it's assists or scoring. I see Bella over there in a boot. That'll hurt tonight, just not having that leadership. Because this Oak Ridge team, they can rattle you. I mean, if you've got to you got to keep your mind right and stay focused and don't let yourself get frustrated. But I think Alcoa's depth, especially at the guard position with Katie Brimmer and Briley Flatt being able to come in. J.C. Cox has been lighting it up.
Yes.
This is a perfect game for Ronique Garner. I mean, to bring in her athleticism to neutralize some of Oak Ridge's athleticism. So, man, this should be just it should be just a really good back and forth body blow type of game.
Do you plan on any really matchups that you're interested in tonight that you're anxious to see?
I think I don't know if they'll guard Gwen with Zayana Stewart or Jenna Johnson. If they guard Gwen with Jenna, then I think Maddie Stewart can have a big game inside in the paint. Gwen's just a tough matchup anyway. And then defensively, I think Gwen, you have to shut down number 5, Zayana Stewart, and that's just a matter of, that girl's a freight train when she gets going downhill. You've got to make her go to her left, which is her weaker hand, because if she gets a step on you going to the right, she's like a fullback.
Zayana Stewart, I remember that name. She is definitely a player.
Yeah, we went over last year and didn't show up, and they put it on us. I think they beat us by like 20 last year.
Yeah, Zay's mom is, I think it's still true, Zay's mom, Kiki Stewart, is still the all-time leading scorer, and that's T. Higgins' sister.
Wow.
So
there
there's
you go.
There's some DNA there to deal with.
Well, we're glad you can join us, Jerry. Lee, I'm excited about this game tonight, too. We're glad you guys could join us here on the NFHS Network via the YouTube. And it ought to be an exciting game tonight. So sit back, relax, and enjoy it. At this time, we are going to go down to the main floor to the voice of the Alcoa Tornadoes, Kenneth Suttereth, for the national anthem and the starting lineups of both teams.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Alcoa High School. At this time, if you would, please rise, and gentlemen, remove your caps for the playing of the national anthem.
Too big for this. I'll let you go.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' fragile, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And now, introducing the visitors on the scoreboard, the Oak Ridge Lady Wildcats. Starting with number 5, Zayana Stewart. Number 10, Ayana Porter. Number 11, Lindsay Cleveland. Number 12, Alicia Mitchell. And number 34, Jenna Johnson.
Maybe the end of the first or something.
That'd be perfect.
And now the starting lineup for the Alcoa Lady Tornadoes. Starting with number 3, Hallie Bailey. Number 11, senior 20, JC Cox. Number 23, Gwen Carroll. And number 34, Maddie Stewart.
There you go, Alcoa Nation, your starting lineup for the Alcoa Lady Tornadoes. Jerry, should be an exciting game tonight. Two quality basketball teams headed down the stretch and getting ready to go into tournament time. Just give us one last little tidbit of what you think Oak Ridge might need to do to win this game.
Well, I'm like I said, they have steamrolled their district, so I'm interested to see how they play if Alcoa carries this into the fourth quarter in a tight battle. They haven't been battle tested really since before Christmas, meaning the Lady Wildcats. So that will be a big key if Alcoa can put some pressure on them and see if they can play from behind.
Well, Johnson will win the tip, and then we'll go with the Lady Wildcats. They'll go right down low quickly, and a nice move down
right there. You have it. I mean, that's just power, pure power right there. Here's this soft press, got a back door.
And a nice, well, you're going to see Gwen finish more times than not.
Yes.
She just got in a little hurry. Adrenaline was pumping, I think. But getting a good look at the basket early is always key.
Yeah, there goes Stewart to that right hand, and just like I said, she gets downhill and she will get to the basket. You've got to play her hard.
She's a strong body too. It seems like she can muscle in there and use that body to draw the foul a lot of times.
Absolutely, and I'll probably say it more than once. You've got to force her to her left hand.
First shot up, good by Stewart.
You know, what makes her hard to guard is, you know, she'll make that little elbow jumper too, that little mid-range. She's got great touch from there. She's a very good player.
Second shot in. Explain this little, it looks like a little, almost a 1-2-2, three-quarter pressure.
Yeah, and like I said, they're really just kind of waiting on you to make a mistake. They don't really trap out of it. They're kind of just
get you to try to throw over the top.
Yep.
You make a mistake on your own.
And they have such quickness that if you make a mistake with a pass, they'll jump it.
Bailey will set things up top, man to man by the Lady Wildcats, and she'll go to work.
Got herself trapped. Lindsay Cleveland, number 11 right there, is a outstanding on-ball defender.
And Stewart gets to the cup and will finish.
And you'll notice, even though she gets to the left, she shot it with her right hand. She wants to get to that right side.
And that
it's a
will
good timeout.
Force Bowman to take an early TO, and they'll grant it to him. Well, right out of the gates, I've seen, we just haven't been in rhythm as far as, on offense. And I'm talking about Alcoa. I know you're familiar with both teams. I just think maybe that full court pressure is maybe throwing us out of a little bit of a rhythm.
And that's what they want to do. They want to speed you up, and then when they get into their half court defense, they play such good team defense, especially their help side. You'll notice that the help side defender is always between the ball and her person, not necessarily down under the basket. So they make the passing lanes very, very tough to navigate.
About how tall is Johnson?
She's
5'11"?
5'11", yeah.
Maddie Stewart has a clean shot, good hustle play by Bailey, but it'll be Oak Ridge basketball. And what a pass by Stewart, and even better play by Maddie Stewart on the other end. I love Maddie Stewart's game. Long, lean, runs the floor well.
They don't make many tougher than that kid.
Talk a little bit about Porter.
Ayanna Porter, the state of Tennessee is lucky that kid's not 5'10" or 6 foot.
What year is she?
She's a senior. So out there right now, you've got all seniors except number 12, Elisha Mitchell. She's a sophomore.
Strong move to the rim. Carroll can't finish, and here comes the Lady Wildcats. And that'll be 10-0 as Alcoa has not gotten out to the best start. taking absolutely nothing away from Oak Ridge, because this team is definitely long and quick.
They're letting the pressure rattle them. They've got to get themselves under control.
Jerry, we're definitely going to have to value the basketball here. And a long shot out there by Mitchell. And that's going to call for a second straight timeout by David Ballman to try to recollect and gather our girls' focus a little bit. Just not been a good start for us.
I'm telling you, they do this to a lot of teams. They will come out, they will use their pressure. Defense creates offense, and you notice it. You know, they got the open three there, but other than that, everything's been at the basket. You know, they're pushing the pace, they're making great passes, they play unselfish basketball. Just a really good team. And yeah, Alcoa's got to get a little run here. You know, try to, you know, at this point, it's 2.5 minutes into the game. You hate to think this, but man, let's get this thing back to single digits by the end of the quarter.
Absolutely. So with 5:25 here in the first, quick lead taken by Oak Ridge, and just really not got into sync yet as far as offensively for our Alcoa Lady Tees. All right, girls, let's get something going on this possession here. We're going to need a bucket in a big way. We've got Kitts, Bailey, Cox, Stewart, and Carroll, and a nice feed and finish by Maddie Stewart. That's exactly what we needed, Jerry.
Yep. But here they come. Look at them, right back down.
Shot up top by Johnson, a little strong, and
Let's
Bailey,
go.
2-on-1. The numbers are there. Carroll with the rebound and up strong and finishes.
Girl, good. There they go. They're running again.
Wow, we got to get back. Got away with one there, Jerry.
I mean, when you score the basketball, you have to turn and sprint back because they're coming.
Cox with the lob, but can't get it to Pitts. And Porter. Bailey with a nice find and a dime there by Pitts. Good finish by Maddie Stewart.
Really good response by the Lady Tees. Get a stop here.
13-6, 4:08 left in the first. Long shot out there.
Good.
Mitchell can't get it to go. Carroll strong to the rim and finds Stewart. Can't finish. We're getting the looks. Pitts with a second and third shot opportunity.
Had to be a foul there somewhere.
Well, I do like that we're getting a couple of third and fourth shot opportunities and hitting we're populating the offensive glass. We're going to have to continue to do that. Shot out there. Porter can't get it to go, and Pitts doing Kara Pitts things like you talked about. So that'll be Johnson's first, team's first. As substitutions, Briley Flatt and the freshman Katie Bremer will check in. Well, along with Ronique Garner.
Ooh.
Talk a little bit about some of these freshmen and the things you like, Jerry.
Well, I've never seen a game too big for Katie Bremer. She seems to play better. The tougher the game, the tougher the opponent. You know, again, like I said in pregame, Rowe is a key in this game with her athleticism.
And gets to the rim there on that possession, just can't finish.
They just got to settle down just a little. You know, this is they got Evea Mitchell coming in. This is the girl that just transferred back from Catholic. So this is her first season playing, but she's a girl that can score, and she can score in a hurry. Got to guard her for sure.
Strong take by Johnson. Can't get it to go, and Bremer will look to push things.
Good. That needs to
Shot
go.
up, flat.
Good, Hallie Bailey. Good job,
putback
kid.
by Bailey. Talk a little bit about Hallie Bailey and her on-the-ball defense.
Just, you know, another one that's just quick, tough, good block by Maddie Stewart, and it goes off of Zayana Stewart, out of bounds, Alcoa ball. You know, Hallie's a gamer. Let's call it what it is. I like
Kind of switch to a little bit of a 2-2-1 look here with,
Yeah, that's what they want right there. Got to get it over. Yep.
and sure did. Just a little change-up does cause the tempo to.
And in that press, Rose's mistake there is she needs to be, you know, she needs to be a little bit more towards the center of the floor to avoid that trap right there at the 10-second line. But
Stewart
good-
will reset things
Good
here.
close here, help side.
And once again, she'll get to the rim. And you're right, Jerry. She does like to use that strong hand.
Yep. Run somebody long. Just go, touchdown pass.
Turnaround,
Big bucket.
stop and pop by
Gotta
Maddie
run.
Stewart.
Good job getting back by Maddie Stewart right there too on defense. That's what they weren't doing early.
And a nice take in there by Porter.
We just got to play solid defense and keep them in front. They're falling for too many ball fakes and shot fakes, and then they're getting downhill and getting layups. I mean, their shot chart is right underneath the basket. Get to the rack. Jump.
Garner gets to the rim, can't finish, but a tie-up ball is going to give it to Alcoa. As Bailey will inbounds. And I like that we let Hallie inbound the ball. She sees the floor. Her floor vision is so well. She finds the open person. I'd like to see Maddie go ahead and finish that there. I know
Yep.
she's being unselfish, but
Yep.
I think she goes ahead and finishes that. Stop, turn around,
That way,
pop
Maddie
by
Stewart.
and she has come to play tonight for sure, making it 17-12. We've inched back into this game, Jerry.
That's the shot you want them to take.
Cleveland can get it to go, and Johnson will let Stewart reset, or Mitchell reset.
We will also be okay with that shot.
Any of these girls for Oak Ridge, any offers, any commitments, any signings?
Not that I've heard of, and that's pretty amazing for the talent in this senior class that I haven't heard any of them have the desire to go on and play at the next level, which is really surprising.
Hey, even though Briley turned that over there, I really like her game. Talk a little bit about Briley Flat.
You've heard me say it before. I think Briley's going to be one of the best players to ever go through this Ladies Teeth program. She's improved so much.
Now,
in
did
the
you
last
have
year.
her this past year?
I did not. She plays for Sean Arms. She's
Okay.
a Trotters girl, so I get to watch her a lot, but she's a grade younger than the group I coach. Got to have help.
And kind of caught us.
There's just no help side defense in the lane. Somebody's got to put them on the foul line and make them make shots.
That's a good
Alcoa
point.
has the depth to make them earn it.
Bailey gets to the rim. She'll draw body contact and a foul. And that'll get her to the line because she was shooting in the act. But no, they're going to call it on the floor.
Listen, we can get a 2 or 3 point bucket right here and get this thing back to 3 or 4 by the quarter. That's like Christmas.
After being down 13-0.
We were on the ropes early. That's just, we got to get that ball to row in the corner.
Yeah, that was a big possession, like you said. We needed a bucket right there.
Colin Stewart got
Now
two
we're going
first,
to need a
team
stop
second
for
the
sure.
Lady Tornadoes.
Yeah, now you need to stop.
Yeah, Briley Flat has really impressed me in her as how much she's improved from last year to this year. She's putting in a lot of work.
You can tell she works very, very hard. And she's, as she gets older, she's going to get stronger. There's the great Joe Gaddis going by us right there.
The one
she's
and
just
only.
gonna get stronger and better as she gets on in her career. Good
Nice.
block, Kara.
Kara Pitts just doesn't give up on the play. And Stewart made a great move there, crossover, but Pitts getting the deflection from behind. Good job of not giving up on the play. Long shot, Johnson can't get it to go. And
Listen, Alcoa ends the quarter on a 12-4 run. So if
That was huge.
Because it was 13-0 right out of the gate. So if I'm Bauman over there, I'm like, look, you know, and they did that mostly with their reserves.
Yeah,
So it's like,
absolutely.
girls, you can play with them. Just settle down and get your wits about you and get back out there and let's chip away at this lead.
And definitely we have to get back on defense. They've got a few buckets that are just beat us back down the court.
That's right. They run the philosophy of, you know, they play such good defense that when you finally score while you're exhaling and kind of catching your breath thinking,
That's a
oh
good
man,
way to put
we
it.
finally
Yeah.
got one, they're already going the other way with it. I mean, they attack you off of your offense.
All right, Coltrane, give us the power stats from that first quarter.
Thank you, Kip. 34, Stewart, she has 8 points, 1 rebound. 3, Bailey, she has 2 points and 3 rebounds. Number 23, Carroll, she has 2 points and a rebound. The team stats for the Tornadoes, they're shooting 35% from the field, 0 of 1 from 3. They got 11 total rebounds, 1 steal, 4 blocks, and 4 assists.
Thank you, Coltrane.
Well done, sir.
Wildcats will get the possession. And a stop here will be big. We've got Bailey, Carroll, Pitt, Stewart, and Cox, the original starting 5. And good
steal,
hands by
Glenn.
Carroll.
That's a foul. Yep. Good defense. You got here's and mark my words. Number 10, Ayanna Porter will not be out of this game very long. She is the settling factor for them on the offense. So we got to attack right now while we got her on the bench.
Still the full court pressure.
Good grab.
Stewart battles.
Short corner, Gwen.
And Carroll with the stop and pop, can't get it to go. I do like us getting the basketball to Gwen and getting her more engaged in the offense.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at it right now, you're down 7 points, and your leading scorer and Miss Basketball candidate has 2 points. So you're okay right now.
You
just
think
gotta,
they'd come into this game with a game plan to primarily stop or at least limit Gwen on the offensive end?
Yeah, I haven't really noticed any particular attention to any box and one or anything like that. They just, like I said, they just play really good team defense, and all of them can guard.
Double on Stewart in the strip. They're going to get her for the hack on the arm, and that'll be
And
on
that's another thing.
Mitchell.
That's another thing with playing Oak Ridge. If you'll be strong with the basketball, they want to steal it. You can get yourself in an early bonus situation, if by being strong with it when they go to reach and hack.
And we usually are very physical and
There's another
are
foul.
strong with the basketball. And I like the way Bailey gets to the rim there, uses her body again to draw the foul. This time she will get to go to the line for 2.
So the scoreboard only has them as oh, there it is. They've got it right now. So they've picked up 3 fouls in the first minute and 7. So Alcoa's got to attack, get to the free throw line.
Good point.
That will slow the game, and you can get some easy points.
So, I mean, I like us getting to the rim, like you say.
Absolutely.
Attacking.
They're gonna overplay everything. They're gonna jump passing lanes. The back doors will be there. Pump fakes and get to the rim, get to the foul line. They're gonna try to block shots, And listen, they're a good team. They are not a very deep team. I don't think they go much past 7.
And we have an advantage, like you talked about earlier. We are pretty deep, and we are able to play a lot of different players.
Team first to the quarter.
And we do wear a lot of teams down, which hopefully is the case tonight.
Good job.
Johnson gets to the rim, stops, can get it to go. And here come the Lady T's. Bailey leans, can get the foul.
Got to get back, JC.
Looks like
Find it, shooter.
shot up there by Mitchell can't go. And here comes Bailey.
Attack this. Good. Foul number 4. We're going to be in the bonus before the 5.5-minute mark.
Well, the foul will be on Mitchell. That'll be her first, team fourth.
Maddie Stewart's got a mismatch here. They just switched it.
Excuse
Now
me.
Gwen's got the mismatch. She can go up over the top of Zayana.
Stewart
that.
can't get the elbow shot to go. And just a smart play down there by Mitchell, because she was trapped. Couldn't get it out of the corner.
Might have got away with a walk over there, but we also may have gotten away with a foul, so we'll just call it even.
Well, you know, we like to pressure teams too, and we kind of switch from a zone to a man and like to double whenever the ball, just like that, Kara Stewart. Anytime you turn the back to a defender, we like to jump off of that a lot of times.
Yeah, Kara Pitt's just another hustle play that she does so many things that just don't show up on the stat sheet, but they're just winning plays.
And
There
a
we
trip,
go, bonus.
and that's what we want. You were talking about it earlier, Jerry. It's a good way to slow down the game. We don't want to try to, and I may be wrong about it. Do we want to try to run with this team? I mean, we do have the depth to do it, but
Absolutely not.
This is one team that
Well,
we probably maybe don't want to
No,
run with.
you've seen it. You know, you slow the game down and make
Right.
them play a half-court disciplined game. That's not their strong suit. You know, not saying they can't do it. It's just not their strong suit. They want to get out and run and get easy buckets. We have got to shoot 80% from the free throw line the rest of this quarter.
First shot up good by Bailey. 15-21, 5:50 left before the half. Second good. That'll cut it to 5.
You can get Hallie a little break here. I think she maybe landed on her kneecap on that collision there at half court.
And Katie Bremer will be in, the freshman. Lady Wildcats looking to dribble, drive, penetrate. Did a good job by Stewart to help, but they're going to get her for the foul. I think that'll be her second, team second.
Foul on Maddie Stewart. That's her second, team second.
Yeah, I think as long as we just keep our heads and continue to play some just complimentary basketball, we're going to be fine in this game. But I love that we're playing this Oak Ridge Lady Wildcat team. This is just another opportunity for us to get better.
Great preparation for what games are going to be like, you know, tournament time and down the stretch.
Looked a lot better on that possession, breaking
If you've noticed, they have a girl in the middle, but they're interchanging that girl in the middle, and Oak Ridge is having a hard time picking up that second cutter, that second flash.
and Carol can't get the jumper to go. She's still trying to find her rhythm. She's got to continue to put the basketball, keep shooting the basketball.
Absolutely,
though.
absolutely. That's what, I mean, scorers have to shoot the ball.
Pitts will set things up top. Carroll, she's going to pin Stewart, gets position in a nice little move, and the second shot opportunity will go.
Really good decision by Maddie Stewart right there. The first initial move, but then she stays with it, gets a tip again. Kara Pitts.
Yes, the small things, the little things,
Yeah.
things that don't show up in the paper, but will win you basketball games. Oh, nice move by Mitchell, but Bremer stays with her, but they're going to say she got her with the body.
Yeah, that's a situation where Katie, you know, good move to get her away, but you know, Evea Mitchell, she's crafty ball handler. She can get to the basket, but you know, she's undersized. So if you just play, you know, good solid defense, it makes it hard for her to score in you know, in the post area.
Riley Flat will check back in. So it'll be Bremer, Flat, Bailey, Carroll, and Stewart for Alcoa. And the second is good. That'll make it 25-18. 4:12 left. Can't run off and leave her. Stop and pop. Can't get it to go.
Missed Gwen there, wide open, unfortunately.
Bailey
Allen.
with the quick hands, and she will try to convert on the other end. She smartly pulls it back out, resets the offense. Straight to the rim, and a good finish by
That's a
Allie
great-
Bailey.
That's a great take against a very good shot blocker.
I like how she's been more aggressive offensively tonight.
Gotta help. Trying to get to that right hand again.
Strong take, and they'll get Briley flat for her first, team fourth.
Flat fouls on the shot.
Oak Ridge did a good job being patient there.
Would,
trying
would,
to,
would love to see our help side defender, though, just slide over and take a charge. I mean, they're attacking
we haven't
the
had
basket.
a charge yet
No.
tonight, and that's something that we usually are pretty good at.
And I don't believe, Statman, can you help me? Has Oak Ridge missed a free throw? Yeah.
No, they're 7 of 7.
Yeah,
Statman's on it.
there's no doubt.
That's why we call them the power stats.
I was trying to get the announcer jinx there, you know, with the. All
Good try, Jerry.
Settle down here, Lady T's. Get a bucket.
I will say I've been impressed by their full court pressure. It's,
Right there.
Carroll with the left. Can't get it to go. And Johnson continues. And that's a shot that we would like, I mean, not like, but we're okay with, right?
Maddie.
Johnson,
Yeah, you know, the not to say that, you know, Jenna Johnson can make that shot,
Right.
but really the girls you really want to watch is number 4, Evea Mitchell, number 12, Elisha Mitchell, and number 10, Ayana Porter, which is really crazy. She's still on the bench. She looks like, I don't know if she's injured or if she has foul trouble, I'm not sure.
strong take in there, battle for possession will go to
Lady T's.
20 to 27.
Need to close this half.
White basketball.
Need to close this half strong.
They're front heavy on this pressure a lot of times.
Yep.
Like you said, kind of going over the top is a possibility, but
Yeah, right now, just run 2 girls long. Driving right-handed.
kick out to Mitchell. She can't get it to go. Stewart comes down with it. That's the way to be strong with the basketball, Maddie. I like to see Kara bring that on off the bounce and try to initiate that 2-on-1. And a big bucket there by Stewart. And that'll send the Alcoa Lady Wildcats to a double-digit lead with 1:31 left before half. Briley flat, first shot of the game, can't get it to go. Stewart 3-on-1. And it got away with one there. Definitely a good stop in transition for the Lady T's. Brimmer with a little Euro
Nice little
step.
move right there.
Nice move by the freshman to cut it to 8 with just about a minute left.
Play defense here without fouling, get a stop. There we go.
Yeah, they're going to say it's still Oak Ridge basketball as Maddie Stewart will take a well-deserved blow.
Yes, very good first half by Maddie. She's made it challenging at the rim several times. She scored some big buckets. Needed about one more second of denial defense there.
Yeah, well, we're going to have to help some on that. Like
Yeah,
you say, we got to drop and help, maybe even take the charge.
Help
Although
side
Hallie's
defense.
a very good on-the-ball defender, he's still going to have help with some of those girls. And a nice take, can't finish. And
Put Riley
Hallie's
on the
mad
line.
with herself because she knows she definitely will make those 9 out of 10 times.
Yeah, it was almost too open. You know, she kind of looked around and couldn't believe she was
That wide open.
yeah, that close.
Yeah. Riley Flat, very good free throw shooter. Good clean shooting stroke. Makes the first. Got to make this one, get back and get a stop with 25 seconds left before the half.
I mean, honestly, if you don't look at the scoreboard, it feels like Alcoa is down by 20.
Yeah.
If you just watch the game. So being down 8, get a stop here would be okay. You can come back from that.
Carroll dives on the floor, can't come up with it. Stewart will go to the rim, but a great job by Kara Pitts, and that'll end the first half. Big stop by Kara Pitts just then.
Yes.
Well, Jerry, listen, before we get to the power stats, talk a little bit about what you saw that we might could do better. Or have done good, or just what we might could do better.
Again, you go back to the beginning of the game where it was 13-0. If you take that off the board, it's 24-19 Alcoa. Okay, so you know, I think the girls came out maybe a little bit shell-shocked with their speed and their pressures. Probably not something Alcoa has seen yet, but they've adjusted. They've fought back in it. And like I said earlier, at the end of the day, you've got your leading scorer with only 2 points, and you've got a single-digit deficit at the half. So it's about getting back to doing what Alcoa does best. Alcoa's not made a three-point basket yet, which we know they're capable of doing that. So we've definitely got to get Gwen Carroll going in the second half. We got to get JC.
Definitely.
JC probably knocking down a couple of threes, but as I said early on, come out here and win this third quarter. Get this to a fourth quarter in a single-digit game, 2-possession, 1-possession game, and see how Oak Ridge handles it at that point. Because life was pretty easy there at the beginning, coming out and jumping up 13-0, and now you've kind of worked your way back into a dogfight.
Well, Jerry, we're gonna get tradition going here. Coach Collins, real quick. Coltrane, we're gonna give them. We're gonna get to the power stats in just a second, but let's go ahead and get.
Yeah,
if
you can
want to
take mine.
okay. Well,
Yeah.
we'll give them right back to you here.
Sounds
we're gonna
good.
get Coach Collins. This is kind of a tradition for us. Get in here, Coach. We can't break tradition around here. Well, young Cal, talk a little bit about that victory we had earlier this week.
Highly respected program, like back-to-back state titles as well. They look a little different in terms of personnel compared to what they've been. But I think anytime you go to Fulton and pick up a win against, Jody Wright and the Falcons, there's a lot to be kind of proud of. I liked what we did, period, except for the start of the third quarter. I thought we came out kind of lackadaisical, kind of went through the motions. Too many straight line drives. Because you can't guard the ball in straight line drives, you help over, you get beat on the glass, and kind of those moments. But other than that, I thought we played a pretty solid basketball game. And, we've done a couple things we haven't done in the past season-wise. One of those regular season was pick up a win at Fulton. I think since I've been here, we've never beat Fulton at Fulton in a regular season basketball game. We beat them in a region championship once, but it's kind of just some bucket list items we're trying to check off as we go. So it was a good road win, and that's what you want out of non-conference games, is to play an opponent that's going to put you in situations where you can find out about yourself and continue to grow.
Talk about the position that you're in right now, being ranked number 1 or tied. I don't know if we're still tied. Regardless, we are up there in the rankings, and that is something that you like or you don't like?
I'll be honest, I don't even pay attention to it. But I don't know. I guess some of that just comes from the past.
You don't pay attention to it, but do the players look at it? You know that they
I mean, they probably look at it, but it's not something that, like, we literally ever talk about. You look at last year, we're completely unranked. Nobody's talking about us, and you can get on a run all the way and be good enough. You know, rankings don't mean a lot. For us, it's just about game to game, possession to possession. How can we bring what's necessary to win? With that said, like, you know, our kids got to understand, and one thing that we do talk about is I think everybody brings a different level when they play us. It's a game that's now circled on some teams' calendars that means something to other people, and so we got to make sure that we're always bringing that same sense of urgency and intensity. But at the end of the day, I mean, like, I guess it's something to be proud of because it's a strong recognition.
Sure.
But it doesn't really matter. Here in a week, everybody's going to be back to 0-0.
That's it.
And if you don't win in the do or die game, it doesn't matter if you're a 1. It doesn't matter if you're unranked. So just every day show up and continue to pursue your best self.
And another good opportunity tonight against a very strong Wildcat, Oak Ridge Wildcat team, ranked number 8 in 4A. Another good non-district opponent, a quality team that's going to be able to come in here. What do you look forward to tonight, and what do we need to do to get a victory?
I told the kids earlier in the week, I think this is as good as a team that we've played. Yes, we found a way to win a close game. Graf by far had the best game of you know, his year, and more importantly, probably the best of his career. He was unbelievable watching it back. It was fun for me to just kind of watch it back and watch such a stellar individual performance. The shot making, did a great job defensively on Ray, number 11. So that was fun. And then when we were watching film clips today of Oak Ridge, just seeing the other kids get excited by Eli's, you know, like shot making in that game it was fun. It was like he put on a cape, you know, in that one. And sometimes that's what happens. Kid gets a hot hand, and it's like, man, we're just going to, you know, ride with the hot hand. And he had it that night. But, you know, like Oak Ridge is a very good basketball team. I think since we've played them, and keep in mind this was the week before Christmas, they've lost 1 game. And so I think they're coming in riding on a 10-game winning streak. I think, you know, on their level, that is not easy to do. And they're extremely well coached. And they present a problem because they have, like, great size. And I think the teams that typically give us, I don't know, put us in the toughest positions are the teams that can just kind of bury us inside. And they're one of those teams. They've got good guard play as well. But it's just another good opportunity to line up and compete. You got maybe a little revenge factor coming from Oak Ridge. You know, we've not beat them in a long time. I don't know how long it's been, but I think it'd be in a significant amount of time that our program would beat them. So now you kind of line it back up. And oftentimes when you're coming off like a loss like that, they'll bring something different. They'll have something different tonight. What are we going to have that's different tonight? And that's just kind of what you want to see out of your kids.
All right, Coltrane. Coltrane's got a couple of questions for you tonight, Coltrane. He's going to cut it to 1.
All right, what's up, Cole?
Hey, Coach Collins. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for the shirts, by the way.
Yeah, no problem, man.
So,
Glad to see you repping.
Yeah, for sure. I know that you've coached a lot of basketball, but is there anything special is there anything special about this group of guys this season?
Yeah, there's a lot that's special. I think it starts with the senior class. When those kids were freshmen, so we're talking about 4 kids, Morrow Ale, Joseph Carter, Eli Graf, AJ Love, we were not where we are now in terms of success, in terms of culture, in terms of how we operate. And I don't know, we were amidst the struggle. And those kids found a way to just come in and begin to kind of chip away at it. And when you look at where we are now in terms of a team, in terms of a program, in terms of a culture, I think those 4 deserve a lot of credit. and they're always going to occupy a special place in my heart. And it's not necessarily because they're the greatest 4 players that have played for us in that stretch. They're all good players. They all impact winning in their own way. But I think it's just more so their buy-in on, hey, we have a vision to elevate this team and this program, and they committed to it. And I think we're seeing the fruits of their commitment as freshmen. When it was not easy to commit, it would have been easy to go the other way. And I think that's probably what makes this team most special. That's why I want to fight, is to honor them from here on the stretch. They deserve to be honored. They deserve my best. They deserve our team's best. And it's 4 remarkable individuals. And I think it just all starts with who they are.
Well, Coach, thanks for joining us again. Good luck tonight.
Thanks, Cole.
Go get them. Get that victory, young
Appreciate
Cal.
it, Kip.
Let's keep it rolling, man.
All right, we'll try.
Your head men's basketball coach, Ryan Collins. I like the stats here.
Games last time we played them.
And I like the colored half-court shots here. Check this out. Jerry, we got a few words there from Mr. Coach Collins. And Coltrane, let's go ahead and get those power stats from the first half as we start here.
Thank you, Kip. 34, Stewart, she has 10 points and 6 rebounds. Number 3, Bailey, she has 8 points, 4 rebounds. Number 5, Bremer, she has 2 points. Number 23, Carroll, she has 2 points, 2 rebounds. And number 22, Flat, she has 2 points and a rebound. The team stats for the Tornadoes, they're shooting 31% from the field. They're 0 of 2 from 3 and 100% from the free throw line.
So 31%, we're just not particularly shooting the basketball very well tonight. But that's what we needed right there, Jerry.
That was that right there is
Or
where she got
Gwen needed.
that's where she got the nickname Scoop. Did you see her grab that? See her grab that pass like a big old ice cream scoop?
I
That's where she
see
got
it. I see it.
Yeah, it'd be good to get her going.
Well, that'll give her a little confidence seeing the ball get through the rim. And I'd like to see her get to, you know, on the free throw line a few times here.
Yes. One thing about her is, you know, she won't force it. She won't get rattled. She won't panic.
Well, she's a very unselfish player. Cox strong to the rim and a nice finish to make it 28-32. But once again, Jerry, we kind of, like you said, exhale a little bit, and
Yep.
they're down the court and score.
And they're scoring on you while you're catching your breath.
Active hands by Johnson will get the turnover, and Johnson will try to finish and will on the other end. We're going to have to value the basketball a little more this second half. I feel like they forced us into some turnovers that we usually don't
What
make.
a great mid-air pass. That's special right there, Miss Carroll.
That's one of the reasons she's up for Miss Basketball. And Johnson, she'll pull the trigger and answer quickly. Make it a 9-point game.
Push, push, push. Back door.
Good job by Pitts to catch and finish. Good job by Bailey to find her. We did a better job of getting back on defense that possession.
Well, you saw Coach Bauman as soon as the bucket went in, he's waving them
yelling.
back on defense. You just gotta stay on him.
Nice spin move. Nice floater there and finish.
Eurisha Mitchell's a solid player. She will very likely be their leading scorer next year when this senior class graduates.
Cox with a long shot, can't get it to go.
She got hit.
Looks like maybe he got her on the arm, no call. Good find by Johnson and a good finish by Porter.
Had it cut to 4 and now it's back to 11. Just that quick.
Oak Ridge can score points and volume quickly.
Very quick.
kick out to Bailey. She'll go straight to the rim. Stewart is all over the offensive glass. And she'll go to the line for 2. That'll be the first foul
Stewart on the shot.
for Oak Ridge.
By Stewart.
Foul on Stewart. And Maddie Stewart. In and out.
Took a little bit longer on that free throw than her normal routine.
And a little strong on that one. And Maddie Stewart's usually pretty solid at the free throw line. Stop and pop can't go by Porter. Need a bucket. Nice find by Bailey. And Stewart can't get it to go. We're just not shooting the basketball like we normally do tonight.
Good pick off there by Jason.
Hits to the rim, in and out. Stewart battled for. It'll be jump ball possession. Will stay with Alcoa.
Jump white
I'd have
basketball.
loved to have seen Kara pull that three-pointer right there. She can make that shot.
Yeah, she's very unselfish. I mean, she needs to take the open shots when she gets a clean look for sure. There you go. Well, I thought she had that one. That's
Just a little off. She's just got to keep grinding.
Johnson, nothing but the bottom.
Johnson.
And Ballman will take a timeout. Jerry, we've been paying homage to the ones that come before on this broadcast, and tonight we're kind of like to have a little trivia. Do you have any idea, because you're pretty big with girls basketball, we're going back to 2018 though, who holds the single game record for most blocked shots for your Alcoa Lady Tornadoes?
Ooh, that's a tough one for me because...
She went on to play at Carson Newman.
That's a tough one for me because I didn't really start following Alcoa until 3 years ago.
True.
When Gwen and Maddie started playing for me. I started following them then. So I might have to defer to Lee Carroll to guess
I
that
bet you
one on
Lee
me.
Carroll knows that one. Who holds the single game block shot record with 14 for the Alcoa Lady Tornadoes? We'll let you think about it for a little bit. Wasn't Pfeiffer. Flat into the game. She'll try to make her impact initially, and Pitts with the putback can't get it to go. And once again, Oak Ridge is beating us down the floor for
Mitchell.
opportunities that we should just can't seem to get back, Jerry.
Yeah, they always have a girl running ahead. Anytime they get the possession, you see somebody sprinting out, and whoever has the ball, they're taught to look ahead. Alcoa's got to figure that out and make that adjustment. When the shot goes up or the possession changes and you're the back guard, you've got to sprint back.
That's killed us all night. Pitts
It's off.
came off her hand a little funny, can't get it to go, but Bailey will draw the foul and get to the line for 2.
Hallie Bailey's third offensive rebound of the night.
Team second.
And what does that tell you when your point
Heart.
guard is getting
Heart.
yeah,
I say all the time, rebounds are, they're want to. Do you want the basketball more than the opponent?
second
Bailey
up and
makes
good.
both.
And we need definitely to get a stop here, boys.
Yeah, got to get it back to single digits by the end of the quarter somehow.
Johnson strong to the rack. Good defense by Maddie Stewart. And battle for, quick whistle on the floor. I think that's going to go on Pitts, and it will be her second team first of the quarter with 2:39 left.
Team first.
You're just now joining us. 48-34, Lady Wildcats have definitely shown us why they are one of the top teams in the state in 4A. This is good for us. It's what we want. Quality opponents to get us ready. And a nice spin move. Count it.
The Stewart is whistled good.
And definitely can show that she gets to the rim when she wants to.
She's crafty for sure.
17-point lead.
Man, that happened quickly.
You blink your eyes and it's there, isn't it, Jerry?
But, you know, the fact that Oak Ridge does play so quickly opens them up for a chance to come, you know, for Alcoa to come back on them as well, because they won't change their pace.
Whether they're leading or they're up 20 or down 20, they're
going to run.
Stewart, nice catch and pop.
Maddie Stewart for 2.
And Ronique Garner into the game along with freshman Katie Bremer and Ollie Flats, Maddie Stewart, and Hallie Bailey. Good job by the freshman, and here comes Bailey. 2-on-2. Can't get it to go. And off flat, it'll be at Oak Ridge basketball. 1:35 left in the third. Nice find there as Porter breaks to the basket. Bailey will reset up top. I like Rowe turning and facing, but give a little ball fake and get by her. With her first step, she can get to the rim off of.
Yeah, she needs to look to make one fake there and like you said, get downhill and either get to the rim or kick it out to a shooter.
Speaking of getting downhill, Johnson will do just that. And she's lengthy. She gets to the rim. It's hard to deny her shot.
Jenna's a good player. Fought through some injuries and has, you know, just a really solid basketball player. Good shot there by Briley.
Flat for 3.
Just a good catch and shoot there off of the break. Under 30 seconds in the third. Kick out to Mitchell. Battle for. And being just out physical a little bit in the paint.
Yeah, just got outworked on that one. I don't think Hallie knew there was anybody behind her, but Ayanna Porter has got such a high basketball IQ. She's as good a rebounding guard as there is at, I don't know, 5'1" or whatever she is. That's a charge.
And that's what we've been needing from probably maybe the first quarter. You mentioned that early.
Absolutely. You know, they're going to attack the basket, and you've got to make that play.
And in making that play, that's going to make them a little bit less apprehensive to be able to try to get there to the rim. Ooh. Long shot, can't get it to go into the third.
Man.
55-38. It's been mostly Oak Ridge tonight.
Well, we cut it to 4, I think, at 32-28. So, you know, they ended the quarter on a 23-10 run. That's hard to come back from.
And it's like you say, though, they can score points in high volume, and they're going to run the floor. They're going to make it a full court game from the get-go.
And a lot of times, and Alcoa is this way too, but a lot of times in high school basketball, very rarely do you see teams put 5 girls on the court who can all score. And Oak Ridge can do that. They can all score the ball.
And all handle the ball pretty well,
They all
too.
handle the ball well. They all guard the ball well. You know, they're a very good team. Like I said, the last time this group was together, they were state champions, you know, as 8th graders. So,
All right, Coltrane, let's get a few power stats here from the third quarter.
Thank you, Kip. 34, Stewart, she has 14 points, 8 rebounds. 3, Bailey, she has 10 points and 5 rebounds. 23, Carol, she has 4 points, 3 rebounds. 22, Flat, she has 4 points and a rebound. 11, Pitts, she has 2 points, 2 rebounds. JC Cox, she has 2 points and a rebound. Katie Bremer, she has 2 points. The team stats for the Tornadoes, they're shooting 32% from the field, 0% from 3, and 80% from the free throw line.
32%. Just, I mean, Oak Ridge has defended the ball well, but still just not a good shooting night for us so far. Kick out to Flat. She can't get it to go. Strong job by Carol.
you.
And a quick whistle. Hey, we had a guess in, Kara Bowman. Yeah, it's a good guess. She thinks it's Hayworth. And I think we had another guess. It was Pfeiffer. And that's another good guess. But it was Katie Bean. Katie Bean. And a good take there by Miss Katie Bremer, the freshman. But paying homage to Katie Bean. She had 14 block shots in one game, still a record.
that one will last a while.
And she went on to play at Carson Newman. So shout out to Katie Bean. Good defense there. Maybe we can cash in right here as Briley Flat will. Cut it to 13 with plenty of time left. Just got to keep chipping away, Jerry.
That's exactly right. I mean, just one possession at a time. Just, you know, you get stops, start stacking your stops, and you know, get some good shots on the other end. It's far from over. I mean, there's a lot of time left in this game.
Spin move in there by Mitchell. She can't get it to go. And Bremer will come out with it, reset the offense.
Give me a J.C. Cox 3 right here, tighten this thing up.
And your wish, almost came true. Battle for down there. Once again, you see number 11 on the floor doing Carapit things. And that's what you want from your leader. And speaking of leaders, Bella Daugherty
Alcoa ball.
is not dressed out tonight. And
Pretty big not having her. You know, the
Yeah.
games I've watched lately, it seems like she's consistently made a couple of big threes, you know, and just not having that leadership is also, you know, hurt the Lady Keys a little bit.
Definitely. Little up and under scoop by Bremer, can't get it to go. 5:51 left in this ball game. Definitely need a couple of stops, and can't give them clean looks like that. As Stewart will lock it down, and be timeout Oak Ridge with 5:39 left in this game. Glad you could join us tonight on the NFHS Network. So far, it's been mostly all Oak Ridge, Jerry.
Well, you know, they've shot the ball. I'm looking over here at our Statman's sheet. It looks like that was their 5th three-pointer of the night. They're 5 for 14. I mean, you know, they've shot the ball well. They've attacked the basket, and you know, Alcoa's, you know, they've given up some easy transition buckets, and it's just made them unable to kind of sustain any run that they were able to get on, because Oak Ridge just brings it right back and, you know, kind of throws it right back at you.
Well, with 5:39 left in this ball game, like you said, plenty of time. We just gotta have to start playing a little cleaner. Nonetheless, that's something that we've been known to do. We're a fourth quarter team a lot of times. We just got to take care of the basketball.
Got to get it across.
And they're going to get us for the second 10-second call for the night. And that pressure full court has definitely affected us.
as a coach, you know, my favorite plays that my girls make are charges, 10-second calls, and 5-second calls. That's just great heart and great defense by Oak Ridge right there.
Strong take to the rim, can't finish by Stewart. Here comes Carroll. She'll get bumped and the whistle. And this has not been a normal night for Gwen. She just not gotten engaged as much as she usually has. So
yeah, just a little bit of an off shooting night, but you know, a lot of that has to do with Oak Ridge's pressure. You know, so all you're really looking for right here for Alcoa is let's keep competing. Let's finish strong. You know, let's get ourselves, you know, keep competing up, and just remember that, you know, they don't hang banners in, you know, early February. So let's just get better between now and the end of the game.
just about 5 minutes left in this basketball game. We're going to need a few stops and a few buckets on the other end to get back into this and try to chip away to at least single digits. Pitts will guard heavy up top. Stewart will try to take advantage of it, but I love the way Carroll gets over and gets her body in front of her.
Great sportsmanship right there by Zayana Stewart, too, helping Gwen up off of the, you know, potential charge there. The block was called before it, but I'd love to see that out of kids that are competing as hard as those two are.
Absolutely. Pitts on Stewart. Stewart's going to reset things.
Going to her right hand.
Yep. You've been right about that. She does like that right hand as her strong hand, and Pitt's not happy about that call as she'll take a blow.
That's Karen Pitt's fifth.
That's her fifth foul.
Listen, she's not the first girl to not be able to stop Zayana Stewart this season. She's a load for sure.
Definitely shows a lot of quickness to the basket and can pull up on the outside jumper.
Good defense by Gwen right there.
In for the game for Lady T's are Carroll, Brimmer, Bailey, Stewart, and Flat. As the whistle, Brimmer being very
Quarters fourth.
aggressive to the cup on that. And she'll make some things happen as a freshman. Good find by Bailey, and Stewart finishes. Now we need to stop here, Jerry. Well, and we have one person boxed out, and then the other one just gonna squeak through, get the offensive putback. Carroll with the pull up. She can't get it to go, but battle for. And Pippins will finish on the other end. Active hands, battle for, and it's just like, you know, I can see why Oak Ridge is such a high ranked team.
Yeah, they're very solid. You know, the one thing they don't have that might cause them some trouble, you know, as they make a tournament run, is they really don't have a true post player. You know, Jenna Johnson is their longest.
She's wiry.
Yeah, but, you know, she's just not going to be able, you know, if you get a big girl down there that plays with her back to the basket, that's going to make it hard. But that big girl better be able to get up and down the floor.
It's a good point. She can definitely run up and down for a big.
Good heads-up play by Gwen right there off the rebound, throwing it off of the Oak Ridge girl. Got to get it in.
And they're going to get Maddie Stewart for steps. Kind of got caught off balance there on that possession. 3:25 left in the game. 44-62. Good job. Active hands with Stewart. Almost gets the turnover. Battle for. Strong take to the rim. Can't finish by Stewart. She wanted the foul, didn't get it. But turnover leads to an easy bucket for the Wildcats. And they have a 20-point lead with 2:47 left in this ball game. Like you said, I mean, Oak Ridge is not really deep. They don't have a whole lot of depth, but they definitely will run you out of the gym if you're not ready for them.
No, they've only played 7 girls. They've only played 7 girls tonight. And I guess I'm kind of wondering right now why you wouldn't be getting some of those other kids. You've got a 20-point lead with 2 minutes to go. Because you never know what kind of depth you're going to need down the stretch come tournament time.
Well, like we said, we've been paying homage as Briley Flat goes to the line. We want to pay homage to Katie Bean, who is the single shot block record, single game shot block record. As you see Briley Flat there at the line. She went on to play at Carson Newman 4 years. I think we might have a picture of her, Tim. We get a chance to put that up. But we also want to pay homage to another Alcoa Lady T. 2015 Hannah Tate. Nice take in there by Stewart. We got a score in here. Last year's score was 66-44, Lee Carroll said. So,
Well,
I mean.
And, we just talked about it. I love what Bauman just did. He just pulled out as many starters as he could. 2 minutes to go in the game. You're not going to get a chance to come back in this game, so let's avoid an injury, what have you. I just, I'm a little perplexed as to why the opponent's not doing that. And, still fast breaking with a 20-point lead, but, that's not my team. So, who knows?
True. As for Alcoa, Zai Jones, Cox, Flat, Garner, and Bremer are probably going to go ahead and go the rest of the way for the Alcoa Lady T's.
Yeah, it's just, we talked about it. It's not a district game. It's not an elimination game. It's a game. Obviously, you want to win all your games, but probably the frustrating thing about it for the girls and for Coach Bauman is, we didn't get a true test to see how do we stack up against Oak Ridge, because this might be, the I don't want to say worse, because the effort was good, but this is easily the most I've seen the Lady T's struggle this season.
Well, I mean, and we can use this as a positive going down the road, too. I mean,
Yeah, you can do some film breakdown on this, but, really the only way to prepare to play against Oak Ridge is to scrimmage 5-on-7.
Yeah.
That's your best way to prepare.
Well,
Because
tonight it seemed like it's at times has been.
You just can't emulate that speed,
Well, there's that substitution we've been waiting for Oak Ridge.
Good.
A fresh body of 5 will be in there.
Yeah, good to see these role players get some minutes.
Well, as we move down the stretch, we've already honored Katie Bean tonight. We definitely want to honor a 2015 grad, paying homage to Hannah Tate. She was an all-region performer, as you see there. She was diagnosed with a rare cancer the day before her 18th birthday, Jerry. And
wow.
She showed a lot of courage and strength through her 14-month battle until she passed away January 5th, 2016. And Hannah Tate, you can't say enough great things about that young lady.
Yeah, that's a tough situation that young, for sure.
And she played ball with my daughter. She was a little older than my daughter. I think my daughter was a sophomore when she was a senior, but just a great ball player, but an even better human being, and changed lives more than she'll ever know. Had one of the best smiles. Never forget that smile of Hannah Tate. And actually, I remember the best memory I have on the court of her was her sophomore year when when we win against CAK. Hannah, she's 5'6" and goes against a 6'6" player, and holds her to 0 points to earn the district title.
Wow.
As you see a picture there, a quick shot, and just salute and paying homage to Hannah Tate tonight. Stewart can't get the shot to go with under a minute, 70-47. Young girls getting some opportunities for the Lady Wildcats going down the stretch here. Strong take in there by Mitchell.
Yeah, good defense.
Absolutely. Speaking of which, our middle school girls play tomorrow with a chance to go to the state, the sectional. They're going against Jackson, a team pretty tough, but our girls are very, very capable of making another run to the state middle school TMSAA. Went to the finals last year with Katie Bremer and Ro Garner, as we see out there. So another chance for some young Alcoa Lady T's to maybe get to the state and win that middle school state championship. And that's going to do it. Not a pretty night tonight shooting for us, Jerry, but
No, I don't know what our field goal percentage was, but it was not their best. I don't want to say not their best effort, because I think their effort was there as far as the Lady T's go, but they just couldn't get shots to go. And listen, you dug yourself in an early hole, and you're playing comeback and fight back. Your margin for error at that point becomes next to nothing, and they just they made a little run there to start the second half, and then Oak Ridge responded. So yeah, this is one of those you got to break down the film, figure out what you can, if you're not winning, you're learning, and if you're not learning, you're probably not a team that's going very far. So I
hats
think they
off
will.
to a good Oak Ridge Lady Wildcat team there. Just
Absolutely.
all right, Colt Train. Let's see what we got here as far as the stats, power stats of the game.
Thank you, Kip. Number 34, Stewart. She had 16 points, 1 assist, 3 blocks, and 9 rebounds. Number 3, Bailey. She had 10 points, 6 assists, 3 steals, and 5 rebounds. Number 22, Flat. She had 8 points, 1 assist, and 3 rebounds. Number 23, Carol. She had 4 points, 2 assists, 3 steals, and 6 rebounds. Number 5, Bremer. She had 4 points, 1 assist, 1 block, and 2 rebounds. Number 20, Cox. She had 2 points, 1 block, 1 steal, and 3 rebounds. Number 11, Pitts. She had 2 points, 2 assists, 3 blocks, 4 rebounds. Number 2, Gardner. She had 1 point and 4 rebounds. The team stats for the Tornadoes: they shot 29% from the field. They were 0 of 9 from 3, 11 of 14 from the free throw line. That's 79%. They got 36 total rebounds, 17 offensive, 19 defensive, 7 steals, 8 blocks, and 13 assists for the Tornadoes.
Boys, we did not make a three-pointer all night, did we?
We did not. How many rebounds did Oak Ridge have?
21 total rebounds for Oak Ridge.
So yeah, so Alcoa won the rebound battle. I'm sure lost the turnover battle, and then obviously
The transition battle as
yeah,
far as
like I said, one of those nights. At the end of the day, it's just basketball. It's February 7th. You've got
Absolutely.
all your goals still ahead of you. This is one you shake off and tip your hat to your opponent, and you're kind of
move
done
on.
at that point.
Learn from it and move on.
That's all you really can do at that point.
Well, Jerry, it was nice having you back up here tonight.
I appreciate
you
it.
got a lot of knowledge with these girls around the area. You've done a good job coaching a lot of them, and you continue to come up and visit us because we love having you on the Alcoa NFHS to get your input. But you gonna stick around for the boys' game?
I'm gonna get some popcorn and maybe go find me a seat and watch this track meet we're getting ready to. The Oak Ridge boys have also been Very, very good all year long. They've got a lot of size. They've got really good athletes. This will be a great ball game.
Well, Jerry's going to go get him some popcorn. We're going to give you guys a chance at home. Go ahead and get to the kitchen and get you a quick snack and meet us back here in about 12 minutes. We'll get this thing tipped off.
Appreciate it, Kip.
Thank you, Jerry.
Statman, good job, brother.
Statman's always on it.
He's in it, man. He's mid-season form, ain't he?
We'll be back.